Hello YouTube. So I'm just gonna make a quick YouTube video, which probably won't end up being that quick because I'll probably end up like just sitting and talking for a long time. But yeah, I sort of had a little realization today because I went down to my nana's house and yeah, it's just because I'm at college and I'm doing A levels and none of my family really have that sort of like education, and obviously it's not like a superiority thing. But it's like I can't really talk to them about the things I want to talk about. Like I can talk to my friends because they have like a little bit of knowledge, and it's like I can sort of have them deep conversations. But like when I try to bring them up with my family members, it's sort of like it just gets pushed away, like it's not important. It's like I don't know, like I'll ask like a philosophical question or something. Just heard something. I'll ask like a philosophical question, and yeah, it's just they'll just say, oh, here we go again. Yeah, and it's like, oh, I understand like they haven't had like the same experience. They don't like really try and learn new things and things like that. And like I'm okay with it, but like I guess it just sort of like makes that distance because I hate doing mundane things. Like even if it is with my family, like yeah, I don't mind family get-togethers, but it's just like I hope my nana doesn't watch this video. I went down to my nana's house earlier and yeah, she tells me stories about past all the time, and that's alright. But it's like why you're so in the system, and it just frustrates me a little bit. Like I don't know. I was just sat there and I was like, I asked her what she thought of God, like how she would define God, and she's like a Christian, but not like super into it. And she just started saying it's just about doing good in the world. And yeah, I tried to lead that conversation maybe a little bit further. So like I maybe brought into some other religions, saying like maybe there isn't one God, maybe God's everything around us. But yeah, like I believe it's like a little bit limited. And obviously like back in her day, women weren't expected to get an education. They were just expected to be housewives and things like that. So I can see why she doesn't like maybe think outside the box a little bit, but yeah, it's just sort of like frustrating because I'm sat there and I'm like, I really wanted to like talk about something like deep, and yeah, in the morning before I went, I listened to an audiobook from Carl Jung. I can't remember what it's called. 1 minute. Check my YouTube history. The Undiscovered Self, and yeah, it was 2.5 hours long. I don't know if it was a full book, but I think it was like six or seven chapters, and yeah, so I listened to that, and that was thought provoking. It was quite interesting. Yeah, so yeah, and then so my nana made me dinner for me, and it was nice, and yeah, I guess she does have different values to me and different ideologies on life, and maybe I struggle to like sort of get on with her in that way, and I don't think I've ever really noticed it that much before, but yeah, I guess she's starting to talk to me a bit more like an adult and talk about what adults would talk about. Yeah, like being an adult and being a child, it's a social construct. Like I don't want to grow up in that sort of way. I don't want to become like the rest of the adults in the society where you're going to sit down, watch the news, you're going to watch some soaps on the TV, you're going to get a 9 to 5 job, and then you're going to retire and die. I don't want that trivial, boring life. And yeah, I guess that frustrates me about my family a little bit, because my mum works in a shop, and she has worked really hard throughout her life to earn money to support us all, but like, do you not want a bit more? And then she complains about me when I'm supposedly sitting in my bedroom doing nothing. Maybe I'm just fucking complaining, but like I don't sit in my bedroom doing nothing. Like it's not like I just sit here watching mundane videos about just trying to entertain myself throughout the day. I sit here learning things. I'm constantly watching videos trying to expand my knowledge, or I'm reading my book, or I'm drawing pictures. I'm fucking graffitiing all over my wall. I'm not just sat here doing nothing, doing anything like unproductive. I hate being unproductive. Yeah, and the reason I brought this up is just because of the day, like just going down to my nan's house, and then she's like, okay, do you want to go watch some TV? And obviously I can't just be rude and be like, no, I don't watch TV. And they put on American Werewolf in London, and I think I've just been converted to feminism. I'm not even joking. Like I know that when it's nowhere near as bad in like today's era, but looking at the types of media, I think it was from 1985, the 80s. I couldn't help but look at the way like the cast was set out, and the way that females were portrayed, and the way that the males were portrayed. I don't know that most people, you're just gonna sit, watch a film, take it, and go with the storyline. But I couldn't help but like look at it in a different sort of way. Maybe it's because I study sociology and philosophy, you know. I have to look at the world in a different sort of way, on a different level, like maybe a little bit deeper and like inferring between the lines. But yeah, like because all the main characters were males, all the female characters, they were nurses or just there to aid men, but all the main doctors, they were males, and they were all just telling the nurses what to do, and obviously the nurses just obeyed. They never argued back. It was just like, okay, sir, I'll do that. And it completely represents how society used to be, and like I see where feminism came from now. Like I've done about feminism in sociology, but like I've always thought, oh well, yeah, it was an act. There was the Equal Pay Act in 1970. Yeah, the Divorce Reform Act 1969, and yeah, all these different acts which led to the rise in feminism, and obviously things before that as well. But Jesus, like we're actually so freaking lucky to be in this society today. Like personally, I consider myself probably as gender fluid. Like I'm not like what you might call the stereotypical female, and yeah, like I think gender is a social construct also. Like obviously there's your sex, and that's the thing you're born with. So like your genitals. So like obviously I've got tits and I've got a vagina, so that makes me biologically female. But in my mind, I don't abide by these rules that make me female. I don't abide by rules which make me male. I just sit somewhere in between. It's a complete spectrum. It's not like I'm one or the other. Yeah, I've just realised loads of fucking shit about society, and I can't help but get a bit like, I don't know, maybe frustrated with it. Like it's okay to be frustrated with it, and yeah, like how can like everyone's just fucking sheep. Like we're in a society of sheep. Everyone's just susceptible to the brainwashing, and they don't think to question it. They don't want to escape it. They're just happy living these lives of conformity and just complying to all the rules and not questioning things and thinking outside the box. And isn't that what this is all about? Like I'm looking at this from the mind of a philosopher. I think Karl Marx said something along the lines of philosophers have learned to interpret the world, but the goal is to change it. And yeah, no change is gonna happen if you're just gonna fucking sit down in front of your TV and watch whatever's been censored and put on there for you to entertain your sad little mind and your sad little life. It's fucking frustrating, just like sitting back and watching it. And obviously I'm no better than anyone else, and like just question things, really, like Question your belief systems, and whenever you get too comfortable in your life, look at yourself, look at your beliefs, look at your thoughts, look at your actions. Because when you're comfortable, that's not always the best thing. It may feel good, but it's not always the best thing. Got to be in a state of constant change, and we've got to be open to that change. Don't want to fall into any routines or any just drawn patterns of behaviour. Just when you're working like this, just like constantly rolling forward, and just you're not going anywhere new. You're not taking any new directions. You're not having any new experiences. You're not growing when you're in your comfort zone. You grow when you leave your comfort zone. And that's exactly why I have fucking cold showers every morning. I don't have a shower every day. Well, I'm gonna say that, but yeah, every time I have a shower, it's a cold one because I guess it's difficult to do. It's something that's definitely gonna get me outside my comfort zone. And if I'm doing it first thing in the morning, then I'm ready. I'm ready to start the day. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to better your life. Like, I don't know. I guess this is just my opinion. I'm just really trying to get these thoughts out of my head because it's been bugging me for a long time. And yeah. But the thing about that film on the TV from the 80s, like the patriarchy, absolutely. I don't know. I actually think I'm gonna class myself as a feminist, and I know that men may not be super superior in comparison to how they used to be, but still, I think the pay gap between men and women is 15%. Men generally earn 15% more than women in a job, and if a man and a woman go to the same job interview and the man's slightly less qualified, he's still more likely to get that higher position job than the woman is because, well, obviously male dominance and just patriarchy and things like that. So yeah, these inequalities still do exist in society today, and yeah, maybe inequality is inevitable, and there's always going to be some level of inequality in society. But there's certain things that can be changed, and I definitely believe that. Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah. Peace out.